as the man who took people out into the wilderness and had them live interact with an eyewitness Sasquatch. Why do I say formerly known of that? Because now I train people that go out in the wilderness without me and have live interactions and eyewitness a Sasquatch. So I guess I got Star Wars in the back. Sorry, I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan, but there's my Bigfoot background. What else do I got here? Oh, look at this. Maybe I shouldn't show this. Fan sent this to me. Bigfoot lives matter. Ah, that's nice. Bigfoot lives do matter to me significantly. So we're going to talk about Sasquatch today. And I can't tell you what a dream come true it is to have people going out that were trained. Where's my drink? By a man, myself, who was trained by Cree Natives, by Survivor Man, by John Benernagel, and having incredible success. It's my dream come true to spread positivity out like just a wonderful wave of amazing positivity about the reality of Sasquatch, training people, and we are going to grow. It's my dream to have, in the not so distant future, starting in Washington State, have a Discovering Bigfoot Research Center, and then go on down into Texas, California, Idaho. I got a link there, man. I'm gonna be in Idaho, and where else? Montana is looking really good. I've seen Sasquatch in Montana, so and then just growing this British Columbia radium site. I'll always have. This will always be here. It's just too many amazing people have come out. Too many people have grown into originally just expeditioners, and now more along the lines of a colleague relationship. And yeah, I couldn't be happier. In case you haven't heard, so Kyle, maybe you don't know, Kyle had just an amazing sighting in the last hours of his expedition, and Ashley had just incredible, amazing sighting that I just couldn't be happier about. And more to come. We're not done, you know. So I got more expeditions coming. I'm really focused on that work right now, making sure I have the best expeditions possible. I'm very sorry to announce I'm here this week. I'm not supposed to be here because the insane clown posse was supposed to come out and do an expedition, and they canceled. So for whatever the reason is, they're not going to have their expedition right now. We'll try to do it again next year. I'm very disappointed. You know, I can like ICP. They're not known to be fit. You know, one of the guys is a little, not in great health. But I was looking forward to just staying close to the base camp area, showing them all the interactions and sightings that we've had that are within literally a couple hundred yards of where we sleep, and just seeing what precipitates off of that. Bravery counts for a lot, and they have good special energy, and I think the Sasquatch would have been very intrigued by these two men and what they bring to the table, but it's just not going to happen. So I'm very disappointed about that. Life goes on, however, and we make the best of it. So hopefully something will come up. I've been motivated since I'm not doing that. I'm doing other things. I'm putting my energy at other places that are really big deal stuff that I'm not going to talk about right now. But I really want this stuff to grow, guys. I want this knowledge to grow. I want people to start understanding that if you go out hubris, if you go out with humility, and you go out there as a student and understand that Sasquatch are your teachers, you understand that these incredible beings are born and raised and survival of the fittest bred for wildness and living in the wilds of our beautiful North American continent. You'll start to really like they are literally the greatest wild survivor primates that have ever lived, and they teach their offspring because they're intelligent, highly intelligent, literally a more advanced hominid than human beings are. And there's really that might be offensive to some people. When it comes to civilization, we're obviously the masters of civilization. And but when it comes to wilderness guys, they have just soulfully connected and brilliantly found a way to just find amazing, brilliant equilibrium and thrive in nature. Like, just that blows my mind. And so many of you are envious of that and have a thirst for that knowledge. And I'll tell you, when you find a being like a Sasquatch who loves nature, truly passionately treasures and adores it, when a student comes in with humility and respects their teacher and wants to learn, anybody who loves what they love will give that knowledge and want you to have it. And it brings joy into that person's life. I don't know if you've ever felt that way. Maybe you play football, maybe you play soccer, and you get that joy of teaching it, that joy of spreading what you love about soccer or football. For me, it was snowboarding. An excellent snowboarder. When I see somebody having a hard time on the hill, I literally can go take an hour and show them how to snowboard because I love the feeling of it in the snow, the way my body moves, and I want other people to feel that joy. And there's lots of. I'm like that with wilderness now. I love it when people. I'll tell you, just as an example, this happens a lot. So a husband, it's mostly men. It's about 75% men that come on my expeditions, and the husband and wife. The husband, is in trouble. He's going to go on this crazy expedition out in the wilderness for Sasquatch and blah blah blah. And the wife is totally, well, she's quite against it, but somehow he convinces her, and he goes on the expedition. I'll tell you, this happens almost every time. He'll go on the expedition. He comes back, and the wife forces him, insists that he goes again and again and again, because these men and even women that come on these expedition, it's literally life changing. How you will connect with the wilderness, connect with nature, and just find a calmness and serenity that is second to none. I have men that have traveled all over the world and women that have traveled all over the world and come back to me and say, "This is my greatest vacation ever." I'm like, "What? You went to Egypt, man. You went and swam the the coast of Australia, went to saw the reef, and swam with great white sharks and saw whales, and went to Japan and saw Mount Fuji, and you're telling me your best holiday ever was on an expedition out in the bush with me?" And they go, "No comparison." And I'm starting to get that. I'm starting to understand why that is, because when you truly disconnect and with civilization and reconnect yourself to your true nature, it just it'll change you forever in a beautiful, brilliant, wonderful way. And that's what we're doing out here. That's why people are garnering incredible success, because they're changing and they're growing, and they're learning to be closer to their what nature designed us to be. Not so zombie, not so sheep, you know. So lots to think about. So let's get to some questions here. That's my little speech to start things with. What's up from Texas? I'm here. Hello, Robert. Hey, Todd Stanning. That's from the Watcher. Alpha Omega. Howdy. Hello, hello, Jelly. Hello, guys. Hey, Logan. What's up? Got to get back out. See, Texas, right? Logan from Texas. I'll tell you, these Texas boys came out here and they killed it. They kicked ass. They had a great time. Went up to Radium and they ice bathed like I couldn't even believe. Like, I'm so proud of those Texas boys. I got to get Logan. We got to get some stuff going on in Texas, man. I got some stuff happening in Texas. I got to get down there. It's too much. There's too much going down there, and Logan has become a second year. Logan's come out. He's just kicking ass, doing so amazing. He loves it up here, and I'm honored to guide him and to have him interact in this beautiful northern place that I call home. And yeah, I love it. Where's Ashley? I try to get Ashley out here. Man, she's a little brat. You know what? Go to Instagram, find Nature Infused Ash, and go give her a heck. Say, get on the damn live show with Todd. Like, what the heck are you doing? Because I love having her here, and she's bringing a bat. So Cody, how come you're not a moderator, Cody? How do I make you a moderator? What's going on, brother? So Cody, were you my first expedition ever? Like, I think Cody, Jonathan, and Scout, I think you guys were my first ever like expedition that was. And it's because of Cody, who's become a lifelong friend. When you go out there and you bleed with me, we're gonna test each other's metals. We're gonna know what we're made of. You're gonna know no more BS. The truth is all gonna come out. I'm gonna see who you truly are, and you're gonna see what I'm really made of. And that's what happened with Cody and I. Cody's like a mentor to my son. I'm a dad first in everything that I do, and for him to have a connection with my little boy was amazing and wonderful. And he lives in Squamish, and I hope you're doing well, brother, and hope your children are doing fantastic. So can't wait to get back. I got to come visit you after the last expedition. I'm coming out to see you guys. Okay. Can I have that little Bigfoot statue thing? Well, this is this is an incredible artist. This is a great deal. This thing. This is I had to get this just because, man, the detail on this thing. Like, look at the foot. Like, he's got the backside, the glutes. Like, this is amazing. This is a Sasquatch, guys. Like, I've seen this guy. That's how great this is. So he's on my my Facebook page. He's an incredible artist. I can't recommend. This is bronzed. It was bronzed. I think he charged me about $400 for it, and it's just such an incredible piece of art. I absolutely love it. I can't say enough good things about it. The artist is amazing, really gifted dude, and I just go to my Facebook page, look at my photographs, and you'll see it's there. So, have you ever found something that you would consider tools? It's from James Pritchard. Yes. Wow. That's right. I always look for that because that's a sign of accepting technology. The Sasquatch are so not about that, but I'm wrong. There has been a spear that I found. So there's an area where I believe the Sasquatch. What they do is the salmon. We have Kootenai salmon only. They're small. They're not big. They're literally probably a quarter or less the size of the ocean salmon that spawn. But the Kootenai salmon, when they do spawn, they're hard to catch because they're so small. And if you wait till them to die, they just look like little zombies. They don't look good to eat. So after they're done spawning and they're still alive and they're still fresh and look good, it's really hard to catch them. And I believe the Sasquatch use a spear. And this might be brand new behavior because the Kootenai salmon are also introduced. So I found a spot where I believe the Sasquatch wade out to it. They get on this rock that's in the middle. I've seen like little bits of footprints, and it's not people out there. And I found that spear, and it looked like it was very oddly sharpened. Even it's a rough sharp. It doesn't look like it was sharpened by a knife. It looks like it was sharpened and ground by rocks. It was very odd. But there was fish smell on it, and bears don't do that. There was no people at the spot. It was completely remote. So that is the one time I know they like art. They've made little stick structures. They made that little stone structure for us on expedition last year. That's amazing. They call them nookshucks. This is very original looking, but and they've done little like necklace kind of things with berries around it for me. So there's definitely art there which shows sentience, but that was the only example ever. Unless I've seen them pick up rocks and bash them on the ground threatening, or pick up sticks and smash them on things. I guess that's tool usage, but they don't keep it. So, and this is kombucha, by the way. Looks horrible, looks awful, but this is the elixir of the gods, immortality. So my family makes it. So yeah, it's all good. Hello, Andy. Hello, Royal Creations. Thank you, gentlemen, for tuning in. I'm so happy to have you guys. I believe I said I wasn't going to be here this week because I'm supposed to be on expedition right now. Hello from Dublin, Ireland. Samurai Cop. Thank you, Kyle. So Kyle just went home. Kyle just saw a Sasquatch. Hello, my friend. Hope I know your trip went well and everything home. So yeah, I know you missed it, huh? And yeah, that's the bad news is I guess that ICP is not coming. That sucks. Hey, Todd, would you invite Joe Rogan to spend a week with you? Oh, man. I don't want to. So Joseph, damn, I didn't want to talk about this. But Joe Rogan's spoken. I'll say this. So Joe Rogan has spoken about me many times. He swears when he refers to my footage as it being fraudulent. He doesn't say that, but he uses swear words to use it. I'm not going to swear on my show. But so I'm interested in challenging Joe Rogan to have a discussion with him. Survivor Man's been on our show at least a couple times. So I'm very interested in having a conversation with Joe Rogan, and every conversation with me ends this way. Because what am I going to do if you don't like my footage? If you don't believe, I can have 20 people on a phone call calling Joe Rogan and saying, I saw a Sasquatch with Todd. This man showed me a Sasquatch. This blah 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 blah, all this stuff, including Survivor Man. So if that doesn't do it for him, at the end of the day, I say to Joe Rogan what I say to every single other person that questions me. Don't take my word for it. Come out with me and I'll show you a Sasquatch. That's what I do. And so that's probably how most of those conversations end. Most of the time, people don't have the balls to come out. Will Joe Rogan have the balls? Because I could literally, there's hundreds of people, even media, CNN, BBC, all you big media outlets, you're all bitch chumps. Come out with me and I'll show you Sasquatch. I'll pay for the expedition, right? They don't come. Any one of these characters that are out there talking smack and stuff, fine, come out with me and I'll show you a Sasquatch. They don't have the intestinal fortitude, is a nice way to put it, for the rest of us. They don't have the balls to come on out and do what Ashley and Kyle and Joseph and Nicholas and all these people are coming out and doing, right? Keaton, Craig, right? We have got Logan on here. They don't have the balls to, and Logan, man, you killed it this year. You went to radium. I think you were the only radium hike this year. Congratulations, my friend. You know, like they don't have the balls to do what these men and women are doing. Like you guys who do expeditions with me, you're kicking the hell out of the best. Who else can come out? I mean, literally, I'm sitting here, like I always sit here, guys. And I took out I chose Survivor Man, Jeff Meldrum, and John Bennernagel, and they had the balls. I'm just going to say it because I don't think that's profanity. They had the balls to come out and give it a go. And what happened? Watch Discovering Bigfoot, watch the episode of Survivor Man Bigfoot. And that's what's happening with Ashley and Kyle and Logan and James and all the people that come out with me. The list goes on and on. Darren, just all these people that are committed, Stefan that come out and do all these expeditions with me. These men and women that are committed to doing this are getting incredible results, and it's amazing. And you know, that's how it ends. So we'll see what happens from there, right? So will we? The question is, will there be somebody who's powerful enough in social media to have the balls enough to come out and do this? I'll take President Trump out and show him a Sasquatch. You know, so that's that's all I have to say about it, guys. Call these people. Call CNN. Call BBC. Call NBC News. Call Fox News. Call them. My email address, very easy to get. Go to my website. Send me an email. The email will be filtered through legitimate. The biggest names in media, the biggest names in the world. Let's take out Brad Pitt. Let's take out Leonardo DiCaprio. He's the man. He's all about environment. Good. Let's take him out. Show him a Sasquatch. What's it going to take? You tell me. I'm literally out here. This is what I do. I take people out, and every expeditioner that's been out with me has no qualms about it. It's no BS. And if you understand the integrity of Jeff Meldrum and John Bennernagel and Survivor Man, all those men, what they did, how they had the balls enough to come out with me and do what they did, forever have my respect and admiration forever, because they did it. They came out, they tested my mettle, and watch the movie, watch the episodes of Survivor Man. You know, watch the YouTube videos every week. Look at what Ashley's doing. Ashley saw a Sasquatch twice this year. You know, Kyle been busting his ass for he's spent so many weeks out in the wilderness with me. You know, after all, and he had great success, but finally he got to actually make it happen, and he worked hard for it. And respect to all you people that just do so well. Central Michigan Bigfoot and Wildlife. Hello, Todd. Thank you, my friend. Nice to have you out here. Looking forward to going on expedition with you, Kyle, or Ashley. That would be amazing. That's the other thing that's going to start happening is all these people that are working colleagues of mine now are going to do their own expeditions. And man, that just makes me like that's a dream come true. To know, see, my Musqueam, my Cree teacher has passed away, and you know, I just I just want to make sure that everything he taught me as best I can. I still haven't assimilated all the knowledge. Like I go out on an expedition, I go, Musco taught me this. Like there's bugs around us. Oh, my teacher told me one day I'd figure out how to sit down where no mosquitoes bothered you or bugs would bother you. And I still haven't figured that out. So there's still lessons that my teacher left me, and I haven't, you know, he's been gone for 6, 7, 8 years. I don't know. And I still haven't gotten all the lessons he's put to me. But it's wonderful that, you know, and Kyle's from the United States. He's born and raised in the Empire State, and he has all this different knowledge and understanding of the wilderness and his own perspectives. And he takes the knowledge I have, and it grows. And Ashley is from a whole other cut cloth, has all these other manners of thinking, and takes the information that I provide her with, and has her own stuff and just grows in her own way. And now these people aren't behind me; they're shoulder to shoulder with me, which just expands this cooperation in beautiful ways. I want people to go, you know what? I think I like Kyle. I click with Kyle. Watch act. You know what? I just like the way she moves. I like her manner of thinking. I want to go with Ashley. So, and there'll be more people that are coming on board. That you know, you want to go to Washington State. You want to go to Idaho. I'd like to go to Texas. You know, so I'd like to find a way to get Logan doing this stuff in Texas. But problem with someone like Logan is he loves coming up here. He loves, man, Logan would move to Canada. And I admire and respect you, my friend, for your manner of thinking. But that's the way it is. So Andy's saying, please subscribe. We have over 300 videos. Wow. There's lots of good stuff out there, guys, that's just been forgotten about. So hello from Pennsylvania. Boom. For those of you who don't know, the Sasquatch like to refer to themselves as the boom. ex-British forces. This is Carl, ex-British forces, now psychiatric nurse, who was immediately interested in your approach and believe you. Wow, thank you, Kari. And the most genuine researcher. Is it why you are not put in the mainstream media because you're real? I've been in the mainstream media so much. I've been on CNN. I've been BBC, NBC, Fox News. I've done all that stuff. I'll do it again. It's just I don't know. I'm trying to break the paradigm, right? So people hear about me. I'm a story of the week. Here's a new Sasquatch photo. It's amazing, and then they just kind of forget. But I'm not going anywhere. There is new photographs coming out. There's new videos coming out. I'll never stop. I'll get new stuff this year, if not next year. So I'm maybe this isn't a sprint. I thought it was a sprint in the beginning when I had video 2 and 3. I thought I'd get this whole discovery wrapped up in a matter of a few years, and that was back in 2004, right? And here I am still plugging away at it, realizing that it's not nearly as simple as I thought. And what you should be excited about is it's not just some belly ape. It's not just some new primate discovery. These are literally a more advanced hominid guys. These guys will literally cause a paradigm shift in everything we know forever in a really amazing, wonderful way. So it's because it's so important. It's because this discovery is so integral. It's so rich. It's so deep that you can't just do a superficial dive. This takes practice. This takes time and patience. And that's why so many before me, I guess John Bitternagel would say that he failed, even though I completely disagree with him. I love that man with all my heart. He's going to always be a father figure of mine, and I have nothing negative to say about him. I remember him looking me in my eyes once and saying, I feel like I worked, I got my PhD, I was devoted my life to this discovery, and I failed, Todd. And I was like, no, you didn't, because as a father figure of mine, I won't fail. This discovery is coming. It's going to happen. I am as sure of it as corn chitlins in June. I'm telling you, we are on the cusp of this discovery. It's happened. It's already. Isn't it? Even John would say this. Every person who sees a Sasquatch discovers it, right? Every person I take out, who like Kyle, you knew they were real, but now you've really discovered it. Ashley knew they were real. Now she's seen one. Stefan, he believed it. He saw one. He doubted it, and now he knows. So literally the discovery is happening. All these people know. Logan, you know what you've seen. You know what's out there. You've seen the evidence. Do you need to actually see one? Because Logan hasn't literally seen one yet. He hasn't eyewitnessed one yet. And just live interacted a little bit here and there. But he knows. He knows what's going on. He's seen me. These people come to my house. Kyle stayed at my house. He stayed in my son's bedroom, for God's sake. Like Ashley, in case you guys are unaware, is my partner. She's my, she doesn't like me calling, she doesn't like it when I call her my girlfriend, but she's the lady in my life. She's immensely connected to me. She knows everything. She stays with me. She spends nights with me. I spend nights with her. And, I have a relationship with her son. She has a relationship with my children. And she knows. She's seen a Sasquatch twice. She didn't need to do that. And she is such these are such honest people. Man, that's one thing. I'll tell you. One thing. Like Logan and Ashley and Kyle and Craig and Keaton, all these people I've been taking out, all these new people that are coming out, Adam, Ross, that I just met, like these are honest people. If they ever saw any BS, like Survivor Man and Jeff Meldrum, like these men and women are so honest, they're so truthful. If there was anything that was fishy, they would call us. These are intelligent, brilliant, honest human beings. That's why I have such good relationships with them, and there's no messing around with these people. And my results, what's Logan doing on here? Why is Logan coming back next year? Why is Ashley still working with him? Why is Kyle so excited about these life-changing events? And the answer is because it's amazing. So we're gonna get up to 100K subscribers. That's really cool. I've really let the YouTube channel kind of drop off. I haven't been working it. And I'm going to change that. I'm going to start doing new videos. And once the expeditions are done, yeah. So Aggravated Progressive says, no wonder they're so angry with us. Well, you can be angry, but there's really no stopping this discovery process. It's happened. It's happening. and we're just going to get it. So when you go, when you're going to go on Joe Rogan and take a polygraph test about your videos, polygraph tests are, I took a polygraph test before, and it's nothing. It's not going to do a darn anything. And I'll tell you why, because this is what the polygraph result came back. So let me make it very clear. Uh, it's eights and sevens, you're telling the truth. Eights and nines, you're really telling the truth. And I was scoring, a couple sevens, but mostly eights and nines. So the polygraph test comes back. This was my video 2 and 3 footage, because I had a girlfriend who actually worked for the RCMP. So I got a polygraph test. Even she wanted it, because I also had a hair sample that came back as unknown primate. So I did the polygraph test, and the results come back, and I'm so happy I got the results, and I want to show it to everybody. But you can't. You know why? Because this is what happens. It says, so he's either telling the truth or he's a pathological liar. I was telling the truth. I am telling the truth. I tell the truth. And it doesn't matter how many times I say that or how much I believe I'm telling the truth. People are going to scratch out that he's either telling the truth, and the or will be scratched out, and you're just going to see pathological liar. So there's absolutely no point whatsoever in doing a polygraph test. I would do one privately if Joe Rogan wanted me to, but there's no, I know what I know. So I don't have anything else to prove, guys. Come on. How many freaking people do I have to take out? How many people have to... Survivor Man filmed the top of the head of a Sasquatch, for God's sake. I've got DNA, for God's sake. Like, what the hell is it going to take? So, respect to people who admire that polygraph test, but never forget, that's always a possibility. And that's all people will say, is pathological liar. So, and that's the judgment call you have to make. Am I crazy? Am I this lunatic? Am I a pathological liar? Or are Sasquatch really real? And I think even most of you have already seen the evidence that what Jeff Meldrum's done, Jimmy Chilcott, the Adrian Erickson DNA test that Melba Ketchum takes all the credit for, that's not hers, that Randy Brisson got DNA, Adrian Erickson had it paid for, and Melba Ketchum was a paid employee and took all the credit for it, which I don't think is cool. But the DNA is out there. I've seen the DNA paperwork. I have the footage. I can take people out and show them a Sasquatch. I can show Fish and Wildlife Sasquatch. They just don't want to know about it. So we're way beyond that polygraph stuff. It'll never do anything. So don't forget to hit the like button. Hey, thanks, Central Michigan. So get those likes up, people. Thanks, guys. Royal Creations, hey Todd's greetings from fellow Sasquatch research family. Hey, we are a family, aren't we? I love, guys, I've been through some hard times. Like, I've had I tell you, my dad first. And, there was a time where my children got taken away, and there was potential I could never see them again. I have full custody right now. And I rarely missed a show, because this show just felt like wonderful therapy, where you guys would just take me away and ask me these amazing questions. And I never get tired of this show, because there's always new questions. Like, look at the question. Like, you ever seen them use tools? And these questions here, like, man, you guys are just pushing me, and I love it. I'm always like, I don't want to talk about that. But since you guys are family, I'm gonna tell you, I want to go on Joe Rogan. I want to go on Howard Stern. I'm gonna go back on Coast to Coast AM. I want to do a little media thing where I get the word out about what's going on. The new documentary is going to be coming out, and it's a good documentary. Don't think it's going to be Discovering Bigfoot amazing, because I put everything. That was like decades of work. This is just a good documentary. It's got good information about Sasquatch. I'm going to start putting out a documentary about every year and a half. And, because there's a lot. You can't be watching these documentaries for the fluff of a new Sasquatch video. There's really important lessons to be learned there, guys. And it's the lessons that the journey about how I got there that's much more important, or at least as important as the actual evidence that was acquired at the end. Hi, mate. This is from Adam. Adam. This is my Adam. Do you think Sasquatch spend more time down near the river during the salmon run? Cheers. Are you Adam Bond? That's my Adam from Australia. So I was just talking about you, Adam. I mean, there's only one. Can't be another Adam. So I can't scroll down. But hey, Adam, what's up? And oh my God, Adam, that's such a easy. Yeah, absolutely. They'll find spots. They'll find isolated areas where nobody goes to, where the salmon are spawning. So they'll absolutely be down for that. I in fact, even know much more than that. I've seen Randy Brisson showed me evidence where they'll actually gather the salmon and take them up into the mountains, into the permafrost, wrap them in sphagnum moss, and freeze them, for God's sake. because when the salmon are running, there's so much food, but when it's over, it's over. So if you freeze them, they'll last for months up in the permafrost. That's how amazing. So they are literally hunter-gatherers, and you must understand how significant that is, guys. Because gorillas don't gather, chimpanzees are hunters, but not gatherers. Like, this is such an amazing, and they're so intelligent. Like, nothing takes salmon up to altitude and permafrost, wraps it and stores it. Like, they're not even, we can't even call them animals, guys. Like, these are people. These are an intelligent, amazing indigenous people. That's the problem with this discovery, is they're completely indigenous people. They should have land rights, and that just screws up everything, right? That's the big problem, guys. So, hello from everybody this is Paul and Pamela from Arizona. Hello back to you guys. You should buy a Suzuki GSXR 1000. I had the CBR. I actually had a GSXR, and then I had the CBR. I like the Honda CBR a little better, a little lighter, and just as fast. A little faster than the GSXR, I think. So, anyways, I don't do motorcycles anymore because I'm a little too crazy. Hi, Todd from Hondo, Texas. What's up? Cool. What's going on down in Texas? The Watcher. Thought I saw Bigfoot when I was fishing at the local river. Turned out, this is going to be a joke, to be my old Uncle Garth digging through the trash cans. So I like humor. It's all good, guys. Only 300 more subscribers for 100K. Awesome. YouTube actually does something when you get 100K. I think 50K they gave me something, and then 100K they do something. So it's all good. Todd, do you think the existence of Sasquatch will ever be completely proven to the globe in our lifetime? Yes. No. I said 4 years, 1 year ago. 3 years, guys. You watch. So my number is there are 200 million people in the world that believe Sasquatch is either real or very probably real. I say that very fast because that's a statistic analysis that was done by one of the top stats companies in the whole world. So my goal in 3 years is to attract and illuminate those 200 million people, 100 million in the US and 100 million around the rest of the world. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the United States is the biggest proponent of the discovery of Sasquatch. They are absolutely enormous. There's just so much evidence. There's so much success down there. There's so many people that know it. I mean, that's nearly 1 in 3 people in the US believe Sasquatch is real or very probably real. Those are enormous numbers. And y'all are my people. You're part of obviously the 200 million. That's a big number. So I have this new perspective of thinking, in that I want to say F science, F pop culture, F, and I kind of feel that way. Just screw them. I'm going to show 200 million people about this discovery. They're all going to jump on board. They're all going to care. And from there, watch out what happens, right? Like, let's say right now, I'd say conservatively, we could easily say there's 20,000 people that know about me and believe that I'm very authentic, very conservatively, very, very conservative. So, 200 million is a big jump from there, but that's just the goal. That's what I want. That's what I'm going to come after. And so in 3 more years, I'll have those people definitively looking at the evidence that my teacher gives me, and the teachers are these guys. So my teachers are ready to provide me with the evidence I require to attract those 200 million people and to bring them up into the know. And those 200 million people from there will grow to the next level that is not in my sights right now. So 200 million is a big number, and I can and will achieve that. And that'll be the discovery process. That'll be enough, guys. When 200 million people are involved in this and working with this and caring about this and understanding the importance of this. It's so important, right? It's the paradigm shift that will just be amazing. So yes, the discovery is happening, and in 3 more years, we're going to hammer that. So hi, Todd. Jody from Cape Cod, Mass. Jody, is this... did you do this, Jody? So yeah, because I have my Cape Cod lady. I was wearing my Boston hat that a wonderful lady. I get so much stuff from so many people, but the lady from Cape Cod, I believe, just went crazy and sent me a whole bunch of awesome stuff on that. My family and we took all that she gave us, and I gave it to expeditioners. My family ate the jelly that she gave. It was so amazing. So thank you very much for that. I've been interested in Sasquatch since I was 8. I'm now 55, and I now understand. I don't want to say I believe. I know the Sasquatch are calling to certain people. So many people. The Sasquatch called Jeff Meldrum. They that video happened. They've been calling to him. They want him to do what he does. Sir Sasquatch, they've probably been calling to you. They called to Kyle. Like it's not about Todd Standing. It's not. It's about the Sasquatch. It's about this discovery process. It's about the paradigm shift. I'm literally a conduit that they are using to reach out to the masses. That's why the discovery hasn't happened, because we're not ready. And it's our job, and I do mean our job, you and me. It's our job. I'm on here to ask you for help. Please help. Tell people, talk about this. Be brave. If it scares you, all the more reason to break through that terror barrier. You're not going to grow unless you're brave and you push things in everything you do. So I want you all, if anything, to look at what I do, watch those videos. Man, I have been brave, and I have an amazing family. I have an amazing life. I have amazing friends. I have amazing people all around me because I've been brave, and I attract all this. So whatever it is you're doing, be brave, take that chance, push yourself to the next level, break your paradigms and grow. Be brave and talk about Bigfoot. Be fearless. I do. I'll go anywhere. So I can do it. You can do it. Use that movie. That's not my movie. That's our movie. That's the movie for the discovery of Sasquatch. And if you know in this discovery, that's your darn movie. Todd Standing made that movie, and I'm telling you, it's yours. Go take it. Go use it. Go use the Survivor Men episodes. They don't belong to Les Stroud. They belong to the Sasquatch because they made that happen. They're the stars of that show, not me and not Les. You're not watching it like Les is a great guy. He's amazing, but you're not watching Survivor Man Bigfoot for Survivor Man. You're watching it for Bigfoot, and it will blow your mind when you see, especially my 4 episodes. So they're the stars, and use that. They're calling to us, guys. So go be brave. Go kick some ass. Help. I can't do this alone. That is the number one reason I'm out here teaching people, because these people can go out and help, and we need help. We need this to grow. It's wonderful, amazing positivity. It's about reconnecting with the natural world. We are from nature. You don't live without green, and green is nature. So this is so important, guys. So I'm asking you all, go be brave, go kick some ass, go be a better dad, go be a better husband, go be a better mother, go be a better friend to your people. Go be brave and do something awesome and great and rise up, and live an amazing life. The Sasquatch want that. So, Russell, I'm sorry. I was out with Todd last week. I'm catching up on my stuff, reading your email now. Okay, so something going on with Kyle. That's cool. And then Russell's like, yes, Kyle, I did after last week. So you guys are doing good. What do you think about the Bigfoot story from Tennessee, 50 yards of knowledge? I don't know about it yet. Would you ever do an expedition with Scott Carpenter? I don't know. And take us along with the journey. Well, Claudia, you're here. Scott Carpenter's not here. And there's some people in the Bigfoot community that I'm just not interested in working with them. I've reached out, or some of these guys send me emails, and I read stuff, and I just hear the ring of crap. I hear the ring of truth and stuff. Oh man, that guy sounds great. Oh, I want to work with that guy. And then I just hear about these things and these theories that people have, and it's just ridiculous. And or maybe it's not ridiculous. Maybe it's just not in my wavelength. There's a certain huge organization, probably the biggest organization of Sasquatch in the world. They're very famous. They had a TV show. I won't name any names. But these guys, they come on an expedition. I'm going to take them on an expedition in Iridium. And so we drive out, and we went past a grizzly bear and a black bear on the road. And it's all cool. So we drive out, and they start pulling out these big coolers. 2 of them are unloading coolers. I go, what the hell are you guys doing? Our coolers, isn't there a fire pit over there? I go, well, yeah, but we're going backcountry over there. Like, that's what we're doing. They go, what do you mean? I go, well, didn't you see the movie? Don't you know that's what I do? I go backcountry. That was the plan. Backpacks and backcountry. And they go, you're not really going to do that. And I went, yeah, I really am. Like, I got my backpack. I'm ready to give her. Like, we got some ground to cover. Let's go. And they're like, but those bears are out there. Yeah, and mountain lions and wolves and moose and rocks and rivers and the ability to get lost and die and avalanches. It's all out there. I go, we're not doing that. I went, oh, okay, I am. So went up, got over the ridge, got pretty far where I could just barely see their little fire, saw them have their little fire, and they basically buzzed out the next day with their big coolers and their beer and all that stuff, and not for me. That's not me. I come up on the research with me, and I'll show you what I know, where I've been, and what I've been through, and you'll realize in a big hurry that this is very legit, and um, no one will ever have to do what I did again. No one will ever have to make the mistakes and bleed and suffer and risk their lives the way I've done it, because I'm teaching Kyle and Ashley and all these other colleagues of mine the quickest way to get success, and it's not by doing the crazy backcountry crap that I've done. Or if they do that, I'll have a safer way to approach it. And I used to go out with bear bangers and bear spray, and I don't know. It was so. Dale asked me, Todd, does the Sasquatch know how to swim? I don't know. I really, really don't know. I mean, they're so heavy muscled, and gorillas sink so bad, but they have the aquatic nose, if you understand that. So, a gorilla, they have their noses like up, and a chimpanzee, so if they get their head wet, the water goes right into their nasal cavity. It'd be horrible. They have to keep their head up and out. We, like Sasquatch, we go down, and we have the aquatic nose with the hood over top like that. So, we can go underwater and not have water go up our nose. So, for that, they have the aquatic ape features as we do. We've been called the aquatic ape, and I agree with that. But I think they're so heavily muscled, they would have a horrible time floating. However, they are most assuredly intelligent enough. When I was little and I used to ride the rivers out in the wilderness, I'd grab a log. I'd just take a log, throw it in the water, and I'd go for a ride, man. I didn't need a tube, nothing. Jumped on a log. Logs float like crazy. And I bet you a Sasquatch could latch onto a log, take out a huge log. They're so powerful, and with their big feet like flippers, give her. So what they lack in abilities to be aquatic physically, they'll make up for with intelligence. I guarantee it. And I've never seen a Sasquatch with a log swimming along. I've never heard anybody like that. But I guarantee you they'll have ways to manage it. Um, I don't even know how much they love or dislike the water. I don't really have any evidence otherwise that they enjoy going in the water or not. I mean, I was in Alabama in the pools around the Talladega Forest in the Chehaw Valley, and there's Sasquatch there. And I had a feeling the way the breaks were that they come around those pools, that people are using it at during the day. I believe they hit those pools at night. I'm 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 quite convinced of that based on the breaks and the evidence that I saw there. So, but other than that, I've never seen them really. I don't have any knowledge of them particularly being attracted to water any more than a deer or a wolf would be. So, just my speculation there. Going on a spiritual journey with you while we're looking for Bigfoot is on my bucket list. Well, that's awesome, the Watcher. That's really what it's about. That's kind of, isn't that the number one thing that we do out there, guys? For everybody who knows, I mean, we're physical, we hike, we eat good, you know. So we got physical, emotional, we get zen and connect as best we can. I mean, Logan, you must understand, I'm sure we talked about it. The fact that Keaton had a bit of a anxiety up at the top of radium really probably damaged our ability to have success. One of us having that anxiety issue will detract the Sasquatch from coming around. But no disrespect to anybody, nothing but respect. And I think even Craig was probably feeling it, because Craig didn't stay, did he? He went home the next day. He was supposed to spend an extra night. So even he must have been feeling some. I mean, it's scary up there at the top of radium, where I took Survivor Man in the radium episodes where we had that incredible success. I've taken expeditioners up there. I'm not the only one that knows the way now, which makes me so happy. Other people will know about that wonderful spiritual place, but again, it's spiritual stuff. It's really, this is everybody who's doing this research. You got to know it's inner work first. You know, take care of your body, eat good, healthy food. That should go with if you're out there. I'll never forget a primatologist, an incredible primatologist came out with me, and she was eating jujubes and licorice and jelly beans, and she had that toxic smell to her, and the Sasquatch just stayed away from her. Even I didn't know this at the time, but they mind spoke with me. What they do is you go out and pee in the wilderness, and they'll go smell it. That's what animals do. Sorry if that bothers you, but I actually literally, this is for the first time ever. I'm going to talk about this. I've never said this to anybody. I actually woke up because I know where she peed, and I know a Sasquatch went over and got close to her urine and went, "Ugh, that woman's toxic." I actually woke up going, "Ugh," and she was on the opposite end of the trailer, and I profoundly had her smell in my nose, and it wasn't her. It was the Sasquatch outside smelling her urine, mind speaking to me that that woman is incredibly toxic, and I am staying away from her. And I knew for the rest of the expedition that it just wasn't going to work because they judge you based on you. You have nothing to hide, guys. Your little issues, your little fears, it's all going to come out. That's what makes these expeditions so special. You are literally going to get spiritually and emotionally naked. You're going to bear all. There's going to be nothing to hide because it because if you don't open up, if you don't let the Sasquatch see inside of you, if you don't expand spiritually, you will not see a Sasquatch. So I've 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 had so many things. This is what I tell expeditioners. Don't come out here knowing that I'm telling the truth, knowing that my footage is real, all that crap. You don't need that. Do what I did. This is how I discovered Sasquatch for myself because I knew Sasquatch wasn't real. I had a theory, hoax, mistake, and identity. There's no such thing as Bigfoot, and I'm going to prove in the ecology that they can't exist. That's how I started this in biology. But that's not what I was really looking to do. The truth is, I really wanted to know the truth. And if you focus on the truth, you'll get the truth. And that's what I just got off a Zoom call with my expeditioners on the next that are coming out on the next expedition. And I literally told them they didn't know what and how they should feel. I just go come out here and be in your heart and soul devoted to just whatever is true. That's what I'm going to find. If you really want the truth, you're going to get it. Whatever it is. Be ready for it. No matter how hard it hits you. Because people come out here knowing Sasquatch is real and believing in Sasquatch and all that stuff, and then they see one and it blows them away so badly they don't believe it. Ashley did that, for God's sake. I want this to be a famous thing. I made sure Kyle was sitting right at the table. Ashley saw Sasquatch, and Ashley is freaking amazing and brilliant and wonderful, and this beautiful woman who exuberates the most amazing qualities of femininity, open and intelligent, spiritually connected. I could just go on all day. And she saw Sasquatch, and what did she do? She sat there for 20 minutes and denied it, and denied it, and denied. That was her second time she's seen a Sasquatch with me. And it took me 20 minutes to break that amazing woman down, to make her finally come to the conclusion, yes, she saw a Sasquatch. That's how hard it is, guys. She's been doing this with me for a couple of years now. She knows what she's out there. She knows they're real. She's mind spoke with them. She's live interacted with them. She's seen them. And she saw one again, and she sat in front of me for 20 minutes and denied it. 20 minutes. I'm so glad Kyle was there because I want Kyle to learn, and now Ashley learned that when they take people out and other people see a Sasquatch, you're going to have to sit down with them and go through it. Just hardcore, guys. It was so hard. I love Ashley, and she's there just in bitter denial that she saw a Sasquatch, but that's not unique. Everybody does that. Jeff Meldrum did that. John Bitternagel never got over that. So, yeah, it's amazing stuff, and the paradigm's powerful, guys. So I can't tell you how many people I've met who've seen a Sasquatch. They tell me these, I saw this bear that had its two front legs broken and flat face and a pointy head with no ears on top. They just go off and you'd be like, you saw a Sasquatch. You go, oh, there's no such thing as Sasquatch. Really? Well, what did you see then? Do you really think there was a bear with two front broken legs and had wide shoulders and ran perfectly on 2 feet and had no ears on top of his head? And the strides that you saw, weren't they long strides? Bear can't run like that. Well, no, they can't. So what did you see? Was it a man? Oh, no! Way too big to be a man. Way too fast. Way too powerful. Okay, can't be a bear, right? No way it was a bear. No way it was a man. Then what the hell did you see? And they think, and they talk, and they think, and then they go back, and they call me a month later and go, I saw Sasquatch. I go, yeah, you did. Yes, you did. And I even get a feel for a person. I've never met a man who was like deceitful and seedy and dishonest and had seen a Sasquatch. That should speak right there to you. I have literally never met a deceitful, dishonest, conniving person that has interacted or seen a Sasquatch legitimately. Usually, I'll sit down with a person or I'll talk to a person, and if I have that feeling about them, there's something about, like a dog will do that. A dog just growl at a person. That guy's not going to see a Sasquatch, or that woman. They're not going to have success. It's just not going to happen. So that's kind of how I weed out my expeditioners too. I just want good, honest people. I like wholesome. I like integrity, and it's possible to find that, guys. There's a lot of good people out there. Don't lose heart. Oh my God, Todd Stanning, thank you for making me feel amazing, not crazy. You are amazing. That is, if you've seen a Sasquatch, this is the first thing I always say in case you don't know. The moment I believe, and sometimes it doesn't even take any 1 minute, I'll listen to a person talk and they really believe they saw a Sasquatch. I feel it in their heart. And the first thing I say to them is congratulations. They go, what did you say? Congratulations. You have experienced one of the most incredible experiences any human being will ever have. And that's to eyewitness a Sasquatch. Congratulations. And people always set back, but. No buts. So if they are lying to me, congratulations. You're a narcissist. You're a sociopath. You deceived me. I believed you, and you lied to me. Good on you. But if they're telling the truth, and I believe they are, obviously, otherwise they wouldn't be saying that, then there's something special about you. Really special. A Sasquatch shows themselves to you 90% of the time, 95, 99%. I'm sorry. It's so significant. I believe they walk across a highway when there's a good guy coming down the road. Do you understand that? Like they literally will wait for either nobody be down the road or they'll feel a good man or woman driving down the road and they'll go, this is okay. She's a good person. She can see me today. And you'll see a Sasquatch and then, either be discomforted about it for the rest of your life and be in denial or accept it. And there's just something special about you. And I don't care if that's crazy talk. If you've seen a Sasquatch, I say congratulations to you. There is something special about you. If you have a burning in your heart to see Sasquatch, I say congratulations to you. There's something special about you because this is special people, amazing, wonderful people. Come on board and work for this discovery. And I'm honored to be talking to you, to be cooperating with all of you, truly and sincerely. I love doing this show. Let's get some more questions before I get a little teary-eyed. Ex-UK forces, now psychiatric nurse, would love to travel over and join in. Well, go to my website, discoveringbigfoot.org. I'm surprised that there, right below. Thank you, Andy. So Todd is a full-time Sasquatch researcher. Please support the cause with a donation. That's right. If you care about Sasquatch, man, this is all I do. My whole life is personally, I'm a dad. And, I'm a brother and a good son. And, maybe I'm not such a bad boyfriend, but this is my job. This is my life. I'm very passionate about it. And if you even click on the link, not to make a donation perhaps, but even to go to look on the expedition page, on that link, discoveringbigfoot.org, is a link to my expeditions page. Go send me an email there and I'll get to it because we're going to have awesome expeditions next year. And I'm so excited about everything that's coming. The thing that's beautiful, stare at it every time. That thing is beautiful. The watcher says, are you talking about Sasquatch? Oh, maintenance worker, Brian, how you doing? So Nia Bay, Brian, deer hunting, hope to get one to share when I see it again. Well, and yeah. So Brian fed us incredible, I believe they were strip loin venison, because I know my cuts of meat pretty good. So we had strip loin venison that was brilliantly aged and absolutely freaking delicious when I was in Nia Bay from Brian. And I am immensely grateful, man. I never ate so much venison in my whole life. I think I ate 4 of those steaks. I was just like venison bloated. I was so honored. And Brian, he's on one of my videos when I'm in Nia Bay, and I'm coming back to Nia Bay, Brian, 100%. I'm actually negotiating it this week. So I'm super excited to come back. I don't want to go for 2 freaking weeks, but I think I have to. Just I don't like leaving my family for so long. It really bugs me. But I don't want to do 2 trips because Nia Bay is a hell of a drive for me. I got to come down there with my equipment. But yeah, I'm really excited to come out, Brian. Really, really excited. So maybe we should work out a deal. I don't know. I'd like to, if I could bring my family, I'd bring my son and my daughter. They're amazing children, just such good kids. And because this, and the reason I'm talking to all you guys about this is very personal. How can you be spiritual in this discovery and not be personal? If you're not willing, like I'll tell you, Jane Goodall and Diane Fossey, absolute heroes of mine. If you don't think their work was personal, you're not paying attention. They are immensely connected to it in their hearts and their souls. They were specially built for the discovery of gorillas and chimpanzees, Diane Fossey and Jane Goodall. Like wonderful, incredible, beautiful women, like internally just absolutely brilliant. It was so personal. And this discovery is so personal to me. So personal, so close to my heart. I do one of those things where I've worked very hard and risked a lot. And now I do what I love. I love this. It's hard sometimes. It's not easy working on this discovery process, but I do love it. And I'm very passionate about it, and I'm very connected to it. I don't, I can't really think of too many expeditioners that are not personally connected to me. My colleagues, I guess Jeff Meldrum and I aren't very personally connected. We found a nice way to coexist and do our jobs. Jeff Meldrum called me the Robin Williams of Sasquatch. Love it. Love Robin Williams. That's a wonderful comment. My live performances. It is a performance. It should be my live seminars are performances. I don't come with a plan. I could talk about Sasquatch for weeks. I do on expedition. Ask my expeditioners, and I have no plan. I just take questions and talk about Bigfoot and get into people's heads. Jeff Meldrum has a brilliant presentation that is absolutely, it should be a movie. It's so entertaining. He does such a good job. He's such an amazing speaker, but he's got slides and a presentation. And his little jokes that could pop up on the screen. It's amazing. I don't do that though. I just Robin Williams shoot from the hip. Robin Williams got up there and did his comedy, and Todd Standing goes up there and talks, because Robin Williams was passionate about his comedy, and Todd Standing is very passionate about the discovery of Sasquatch because it's extremely personal. My beautiful children, I have to have an insurance policy because my beautiful children might not have a dad that doesn't come home someday, because it's that dangerous what I do. My son looked me in the eye one day after I'd had a big bear incident where, he knows if I'm on expedition and the bear charges, dad takes the hit. And he looked me in the eye once and he said, Dad, I want you to stop doing these expeditions. You're scaring me with all this bear stuff. And I want you to come home. I want to have a dad. And I had to think about it for months. And I came back to him, and I'll tell you what I told him. Just because something gets hard is not when you quit. I'm not going to teach my son that this Sasquatch discovery got hard. Nature got hard on me. So I quit. It's the hard that makes it great. And we need this discovery, guys. It's not just a new primate. It's not just a new billy ape. It's not just another, interesting story of the week. This is a paradigm shift. I love this beautiful planet. I fight for this beautiful planet, and the discovery of Sasquatch will change everything in a brilliant, beautiful way. And watch these live shows. If you haven't figured it out yet, you'll see me have these discussions and talk about it, because they are in a nutshell, they're very psychic. If you've watched Third Eye Spies, if you understand psychic ability is real, and they are the highest level of psychic ability, and they always have been. And that creates a paradigm shift when they teach us to be able to read into each other's hearts and minds. Lies and injustices all go away. We have a nation and a species of integrity and honesty and truth. And that's what I want. That's why I'm attracted to all these honest, amazing people that work with me. And I want to live in a society where lies and deceit and crooked politicians and dishonest human beings, we can look right into their hearts and see who they really are. And that's what the Sasquatch want for us. That's what they can teach us. And that's why this discovery is so important. Changes everything. And that's why I'm so passionate about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sure, oh my God, look at all these questions. I could just scroll through a couple hundred more. So thank you so much, guys. Sorry I didn't get down the list. I know Ashley's going to be upset with me. She always gets mad at me because I don't go far down the list. But I'm glad you guys are conversing amongst each other. I will be doing a live show next week. So thank you so much for your support. Y'all take good care of yourself. And I'm asking you all this week, if you can, go do something brave. Go do something honest. Go do something brave and honest and amazing, and create a paradigm shift in your life. Show some integrity in our society, because we are honorable, good people. We are honorable, good species. And that's what makes this discovery move forward. Show the Sasquatch that we're worthy of this discovery by being good and honest and truthful, and showing amazing integrity, and making our species strong enough to be able to accept and embrace this incredibly important discovery. So take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye for now.